Hi, my name's Bert Brown. I'm the mother of 2 boys with hemophilia, factor VIII deficiency, severe. We live in Noblesville, Indiana, a small rural community. I say I have 2 boys. One is deceased. He was killed 9 years ago in a car accident, non-related to hemophilia. My other son, Chad, is 32. He lives in Orlando, Florida. He is a wake surfer, wakeboarder, and I'm sure all of you are thinking, that's an extreme sport. Yes, it is, and I'm so very proud of him. What little boy grows up not riding a bicycle, not getting out with his friends and just playing? So I had a mindset at that time, we would do whatever my little boy wanted to do. I always gave the scenario, you tell a 2-year-old, that's hot, don't touch it. What's the first thing they do? Touch it. They don't know what hot is, so they want to find out. So restriction wasn't a word in our family. If they wanted to try it, I would make all the provisions I could. The main thing is I would always tell them, you understand, don't you, that this may cause a bleed, it may cause you to have to receive factor, so you're prepared to do that, aren't you? And if they were, then we'd go right ahead. My boys were normal. Hemophilia was an inconvenience, and we just always worked around it the best we could. They made me a better person. I never looked at me. I looked at what I have to do for these boys to raise them to be functional, well-adjusted individuals. And you know, doctors will say, told me, you need to quit letting them play sports. You need to quit letting them ride the bicycles. When are you going to take that bicycle away? And I told one doctor, I said, you have a job to do and I have a job to do. My job is I'm going to raise them that they contribute to society and they're not living off of government. They're not living off, they're just not sitting there doing nothing. They will participate and be functional human beings. So I never looked at it any different than I just knew I had a job to do. And that job was to raise 2 well-adjusted young men. My advice to other families just diagnosed with a child with hemophilia would be, you've been given a very special responsibility, which makes you a very special person. Learn how to talk with your doctors, your HTCs, help them to understand what type of family you are so that they can work with you. Understand that they're great and they'll do anything for you, but they don't live with you 24/7, 365. Take their advice and let it work for you, but also understand this is your child and you are, when it's all said and done, you're responsible for him. I feel very lucky to have had Todd and Chad. I feel very lucky to have had the privilege of knowing them sharing their life with me. Chad, is an amazing young man. He is an inspiration to many people, to many young boys. People ask me, how do you watch him wakeboard? How do you watch him get up in the air and do those tricks? And I always answer, it gives so much joy to me to watch him. I smile. He's happy. And I think every parent would like nothing more than to see their child happy.